The Iran protests haven't fully fizzled out, but they have certainly lost a lot of steam in the last 48 hours or so, and they appear to be on their last legs in terms of this last week and a half or so. Protests continued across Iran for more than a week, with 21 people killed during clashes with security forces, and some 1,700 people, that's the latest reports we're getting out of Iran, mostly young university-age students, have been arrested. Unemployment is really high among this group. The main complaint for these demonstrators is the awful state of the Iranian economy, which is plagued by corruption. But these protests weren't just started by young, progressive, urban Iranians, but instead by conservative critics of the current government led by Hassan Rouhani, who in Iranian political environment is considered a reformer and a moderate there. There's also a lot of internal jockeying right now happening between different political factions in Iran by people who want to replace the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, who's really up there in age, and there are some internal dynamics that have sparked some of these protests and people who are believed to be pulling the strings. But, of course, the regime there has blamed outside agitators, specifically the United States and Israel. President Trump offered strong statements of support for the protesters in the first days of the protests, but despite those statements, the Iranian regime maintains an iron grip, Arthel, over much of that country, if not all of the country. And so these protests lasted a lot longer than people thought, but they never really were able to achieve much in terms of putting pressure on the government to make substantial changes right now.